get elected and you're out in the public, you start to get accolades and they come in. But I have to tell you, this is so meaningful to me because of what it stands for and for what it means for all of the folks in Nashville. And when you talk about being a beacon of light, I do want to just share a couple of stories with you. So oftentimes my face is not the face that people are looking for when they are thinking about the mayor of Nashville. And I recently had the pleasure to be somewhere where there were two men who I had introduced myself to. They were polite. And then all three of us were standing together as we were at a groundbreaking for an event. And the presenter got up and said, "We are so excited to have the mayor of Nashville with us." And the two guys turned to each other and they said, "Oh, that is so exciting. Where is he?" And I had the wonderful opportunity to tap them on the shoulder and say, so, and as we look at the impact that film is having on Nashville, I want to talk about that for a moment. So, film is actually on the rise here. I had them pull some numbers for me before I came over. And Metro Public Works issued 259 film and TV permits in 2015, and Metro Parks issued 118 permits, and they're telling me that they're projecting this year to do over 300. So that's more than double, or almost double. But we have a lot of work to do. If you look at what happens when women are in charge and when women bring people together, you get different outcomes. It's just true. And if you look at what the New York Film Academy is telling us, from 2007 to 2012, just 30% of the films had speaking characters in the top 500 films that were women. Only 30%. And just 10% of movies featured a gender balance. Just 10%. But when women were directing the films, the number of female characters increased by 10%. And when women were among the screenwriters, it went up another 8%. And I know this is true because I've tried to do it in my own office. If you look at my office looks like Nashville. 52% of the people in my office are women. 28% are African American. 8% are Latino. And 8% are LGBT. And that's what Nashville looks like, and that's what our government should look like. We need to lead by example. We were just recently named by two top publications for being the top place for women entrepreneurs to start a business, right here in Nashville. And we want to make sure that those women entrepreneurs who are coming here are also coming here to do film, to do TV, to do what we need them to do, and we have to help them with that. I've created a job in my office. Audra Ladd is now in charge of creatives, small business, and entrepreneurs. That's how we're going to build our economic engine, and it's going to be the economic engine that continues to fuel Nashville as we move forward. Now, Molly came up here a minute ago and just gave a wonderful introduction, but let me tell you a little bit about Molly, because all of you in this room know how special she is. Yep. She's also right now co-producing a film called Scouting for Diamonds. You guys heard of it?
Yes, I do.
It's a great documentary about baseball scouts, and it's also about the unprecedented historical look at how the scouting of baseball players changed the game and how that practice itself continues to change. I love what Molly calls it. She calls it a love story between scouts and baseball and the players they found and nurtured. And one of Molly's co-producers is the Baseball Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs. That's pretty impressive. Even if he's not from Kansas City Royals, my favorite team. But he was also in the trailer for the film recently, and that happened to catch the eye of someone whose work you all know, someone who was watching it on a laptop in a bar at a country club, and basically said, "Put me in, coach, I'm ready to play." So I am thrilled to announce, and Molly has told me that I can, that Bill Murray will narrate and co-produce Scouting for Diamonds, which Molly goes to produce in time for the 2017 season. Molly, congratulations. You lead the way on so many stories and keep telling those stories so that the faces of young women like Emma Kimbrough, is she still here? Emma, who I've known since she was this big, can look around and say and see what's possible. You can only be what you can see. And if you look at this room, you see a lot of what's possible. And I need you all to keep being what's possible for everybody in Nashville. So thank you so much for my award. It's a pleasure to be here.